we're gonna replace messages with articles. Since we want the app only to read the articles and not write anything on them, I'm gonna replace write with read here. If we also left right, hackers could edit the articles or add some new text to our blog section. I'm gonna click on Publish Now, and I'm gonna navigate to the blog page where you can observe that the articles are still read and displayed by the app. But what is different now is that even if we wanted to code in our app in order to add data to the articles collection, we wouldn't be able to do it. Cool. Also, let's check what's gonna happen with our blog section if we write if false over here, which means that the allow read statement won't run. In general, if no statements are running, then all operations on a particular collection will be denied. So let's publish it and reload the app. Alright, as you can see, the circular progress indicator keeps on rotating as we are not able to read the data. Let's remove this, publish it, and reload it once more. Now you can observe that the articles appeared. And that's all there is to be said of security rules for the Portfolio app. At this point, what I want to do is head back to our Android Studio and start fixing the dialog box error. Let's open the Components folder then, and in the Add Response function, replace this entire logger line by opening braces and typing return true. This way, true will be returned when we are successful in adding the message. Next thing we need to do is remove this void from here, as our function returns a value that is true or false, and void functions don't. Now we're gonna go ahead and replace the error logger with braces, within which we are going to return false. Let's also keep the loggers here, because we need to see the errors while further developing the app. I'm gonna open the landing page web now and head over to the onPressed function. So this line of the add response function is going to return either true or false. Therefore, based on the true or false value, we need to show the right message in the alert box. I'm gonna give it round brackets and add an if statement. So if add response returns true, then we're gonna return these lines. Let's put them inside the braces. Now, what happens if we don't get the true value? That is, if we have an error. Then we need to show a different message, right? That's why we need to call the dialog error here as well. We can modify it depending on the situation. So here, we are going to add a different text to it. Let's start with this dialog error and pass a string here that's gonna be called message sent successfully. Then our next step is to open the dialog error function and create a string variable that we are going to name title. Finally, instead of this message submitted over here, we just have to pass the title variable. Now, in the second line, we're gonna pass message failed to send. Don't forget to put it inside the else statement, just like this. It's also important to copy the entire if statement from here and paste it to all the unpressed functions of the submit button in the project. Let's go ahead and restart the app. Now we're gonna go to the contact page, and in the Firebase console, let's temporarily deny all of the writing requests to see if we get the error dialog box. Let me fill up the required forms and hit submit. As you can see, it works and we got the error message. Let's revert the secure rules and publish it. And that's it. Now that we're done over here, I just want to go ahead and make a small change to the Google Fonts settings. So what happens is that every time the app runs on Android or iOS, Google Fonts get downloaded and then they're used in the app. And if there's no internet connection, then none of the fonts by Google Fonts will appear. What we need to do to solve the issue is change a small configuration of Google Fonts so that it downloads the fonts while building the app and doesn't fetch for the fonts every time the app runs. But don't you worry. Solving this problem takes only a few seconds. I'm just going to write googlefonts.config.allow runtime fetching equals false. And that's it. Now, at this point, you can go ahead and download the entire project from the resources section of the video. If you want to run it, make sure to replace the Google Services files and app IDs with your own files and data from your Firebase account. See you in the next video.